if you guys want to see how I got this, okay, I'm being extra, but if you guys want to see how I got this flawless foundation routine, keep on watching. This literally took me like 30 minutes, probably less than that. Okay, so let's get into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell button so you won't miss a beat. Until next time, bye. No? Okay, I'm being extra. Okay, let's get into the video. So the first product that I'm using today is the Becca Ever Matte Primer. I absolutely love this primer because it helps to keep my eyebrows nice and mattified. So if you're someone with very oily eyebrows, I suggest using this on your brows. Next product I'm using is the Strut Brow Pencil by MAC. The reason why I use a lighter color is because my hair is dark right now. So I feel like if I go in with something a little bit too dark, it's gonna look harsh, and I don't want that harsh look. So I tend to go with the pencil that has a little bit of a reddish tone in it. But yeah, I'm going to skim through this, but you pretty much get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm outlining the bottom of the brow, going in with the top, and then I'm filling it in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and brush out the front of the brow to give that gradient faded look. Next, I'm gonna do the other side. Brush that out. And to clean up the brow, I'm using NC45 Studio Finish Concealer, also by MAC. I like to use a cream concealer because I have better control of placement as to where I want to apply the product, and it gives me a more crisp brow. If I go in and use a liquid, sometimes I tend to mess up. So yeah, I definitely like to use something a little more on the thicker side. And not all the time I do the top and bottom, but today in this video I'm going to clean up the top and the bottom, which you're gonna see me do in just a second. So as you see, I'm taking that same concealer and I'm just going to clean up the top. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but I like to do it to make my brows a little more crisp. But if you want the more of a natural look, you can go ahead and skip this step. Now I'm going to use my MAC Prolongwear brow set in the color Red Chestnut. I like to use this to just tame my brow hairs, and it also locks in the actual color of the brows. Next, I'm going to use my NYX Bare With Me Hydrating Jelly. If you're someone that's oily, combination, even dry, this is the primer for you. I'm telling you, my makeup stays on all day. And I'm going to use the MAC Skin Refine Zone. Oh my god, I messed up. The MAC Skin Refine Zone. And this is good for the T-zone area if you're oily. It doesn't dry down too matte like the Becca, and that's the reason why I don't use the Becca for the face, for the simple fact that it dries down too dry and sometimes it could patch up my foundation. Foundation I'm using today is the MAC Studio Fix in NC46. Absolutely love this foundation for the simple fact that it's medium to full coverage and it gives a matte, flawless, natural finish on the skin. Absolutely love this foundation. One of my #1 foundations in the world right now. Next, I'm going to take NC42 Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm going to use this to highlight. And I'm using a Morphe buffing brush. I'm not sure of the name, but I will put it down below in the description bar for you. And I'm going to blend that out with the Real Techniques setting brush. Blending is key in this process, guys. Next, I'm going to use my all-time favorite powder. This is the Airspun powder in translucent extra coverage. If you want to lock in your oils, this is the powder for you guys. Powder is bomb, and it's only like $5. Next, I'm going to take NC45 Studio Fix Press Powder to set the outer perimeter of my face. So as you know, this is a powder foundation. I like to use it because it just gives me more of a flawless look. But if you use it with a brush, it doesn't go on too heavy actually. But you can definitely use it alone. And I'm going to take NC43 and I'm going to place that in the areas where I use the Airspun powder. Sometimes the Airspun powder can leave a whitish type of look if you don't apply it correctly. So I like to go over with something that's more of my skin tone just to blend that out and even it out some. And I'm taking my favorite bronzer, the NYX California Beaming. This is in the color Golden State. I like this bronzer for the simple fact that it gives me a nice glow. It is a more radiant bronzer, so if you're someone that doesn't like shimmer, then stay away from this bronzer. But it's not one of those bronzers that's super shimmery. It just gives you a natural glow to the skin, and you see how it's just warming up my complexion. This is the purpose of bronzing the face. And I'm going to take the matte bronzer by NYX in the color Dark Tan, and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. Always use something matte if you're going to contour. If you're going to bronze, it doesn't necessarily matter, but if you're contouring, use something matte. And I'm going to use my favorite spray, the Morphe. Spray that face. Go ahead and dry it. To highlight, I'm going to use Old Darling by MAC. I don't always wear blush, so that's why I just stick in with a highlight, because of the fact that my bronzer gives that warmth already. I don't necessarily need a blush, but if you want to add blush, you can go ahead and add any color blush of your choice. Look at that glow though. And that is the skin. Look how easy that was. Who I thought I was. Now for lips, I'm going to use NYX Espresso. And if you guys are wondering what lashes I am wearing, they are from my lash line, GLAMDOLLS lashes in the style K. So I'm just lining my lips. Then I'm going to go into Honeylove by MAC, and I'm just going to apply that right in the center. Go in with the liner, fix it up. And then for lip gloss, I am using Dose of Colors Barely There lip gloss. It is from the Dose of Colors and I Love Sada Eid collection. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but you guys get the memo. I love gloss. I will put on 1,000,000 gloss top coats. Like, it's ridiculous. And that is the finished look. Look how simple that was. Let's get into some slow-mos real quick. So we are done. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.